What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have for you a couple of my favorite fifth pocket knives ever. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button. It really pushes the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. And feel free to let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you. So we're going to kick the video off with the Kaiser Banish. This is an incredibly good deal on top of being a fantastic knife. These can be found for $30 to $40, and for that you're going to get Nitro V steel, a fantastic blade shape with this modified Wharncliffe blade. You have dual deployments with the cutout and the front flipper, as well as you can use the button to open it. It has a nice spring in there. You can thumb and reverse flick it very, very easily. Even having XL sized hands, I can manipulate this thing very, very easily. It does have some nice springs in there, so you do got to mean to flick this thing open. We have textured G10. There's micarta variants as well, and we also have a nice minimal deep carry pocket clip. This is just a great little user here in some fantastic materials that's coming in at a very good price point, the Kaiser Banish. So this next one definitely has to make the list. It is not an old model, but it came out a year or two ago. This is the Civivi Baby Banter. This one is coming in Nitro V as well. We have a nice drop point style blade. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment, and this thing is nice and snappy, especially for its size. You can get a ton on this, and it's nice and satisfying. You have this full 50-50 choil here, so you can get a full grip on this thing in that choked up spot. Even with an XL sized hand, you can get a nice full choke up, good access to that liner, easy to disengage this thing. And for as small as it is and as lightweight as that blade is, it has incredibly good action on the open and on the close. So very well done from Civivi, and this is a Ben Banter design. We have textured, or Ben Peterson, I'm sorry, and it is called the Banter. We have textured G10 here, and there's lots of different options when it comes to the Baby Banter. A fantastic fifth pocket knife. Another oldie but a good fifth pocket knife is going to be the CJRB Mia. These can be found for a fantastic price along with the previous two. ARRPM9 steel, nice sheep split style of blade. We have a satin finish on this one. There's quite a few different flavors of these as well. We have dual thumb studs and a front flipper for deployment. Nice and snappy on the opening action for the studs and the front flipper. It has a little different style of handle. It's going to be for large XL sized hands, more of a 3-finger knife. Now, you can kind of get the pointer finger up here on this rounded part. If you really needed to have a ton of control over this thing, you could potentially in some way get a full grip on this. It won't be the most ideal, most comfortable thing, but to have a blade on you that's going to be legal in, I think, almost anywhere in the US. This should be under 2.5 inches. So this should be legal in the worst of the worst areas. We have textured G10, anodized aluminum pivot collars here, and a nice minimal, sleek, deep carry pocket clip. The screws are recessed and it will be reversible along with a G10 backspacer. This is a great combo. Swags did a fantastic job making a design here that is ultra functional and can be carried pretty much anywhere in the United States. Now this next one is going to be more for a fun knife, a fun fifth pocket knife, if you will. But with that being said, the Kansept Mini Corvid here, I have used this a ton lately over the last couple of weeks, almost last couple of months, to open up a ton of different packages. and it has done a fantastic job. It's more of a 2-finger knife, but to have a little blade on you as compact as this and as reliable as this thing is, it's kind of a payoff. I mean, you can put this literally anywhere. It's nice and small. I can fit this in my hand very, very easily. But, you know, if you wanted to go ultra mini and still have a good quality knife, a good steel, you could go this route for sure. It does have the fuller there, front flipper and rear flipper. This is kind of the special edition mini Corvid. We have a Damascus blade here. I think it's 9CR or VG10 as a base layer. And then this has the watermelon textured G10. Just a nice lightweight secondary 5th pocket style carry, cleaver blade shape. But like I said, for opening mail, opening packages, and things like that, just day-to-day stuff, this is going to be a great small carry. Next up, we have the new Vosteed Mini Raccoon or Raccoon Mini here. Got that awesome drop point style blade coming in 14C, coated, PVD coated. Very similar to the baby Banter, but I prefer this one. It does have just a little bit more size to it. Not a ton, but a tiny little bit. And the layout of it, I don't know. This one fits me just a little bit better. Now I have, you know, a little bit larger hands, but if you just have like a large sized hand, I think this one would feel that way to you. Ultimately, they are very, very similar. They are different in some ways, but they do feel a little bit different in hand. This one has textured G10 as well. Open construction. We have steel liners with milling. Little standoff there. A nice deep carry clip that's been recessed along with the screws. Love this pocket clip. But this knife right here would make a fantastic 5th pocket carry. It's nice and snappy. You have multiple ways to deploy this thing. I think Vosteed did a phenomenal job with this knife. And I'm not the, you know, biggest person into this size of knife. I definitely find them usable, and I find them in certain scenarios a very valid option. Typically though, you know, I like a little bit larger knife, but these knives all can get the job done when it comes to just day-to-day cutting, normal cutting tasks. These are all going to flourish at that, and they're all mostly going to be legal everywhere in the US. Now, out of the entire group, this might be my favorite one. I think that it is. This is the Little Main Street from Kansept. We are looking at 154 cm for the blade steel. I don't know if we'll be able to pull that up or not. Right there, 154 cm. We have this beautiful Wharncliffe style blade here with a stonewash finish. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment, and we have that reliable, dependable crossbar lock, and it is going to be adjustable. This one has the Altum handles and an open configuration with 2 standoffs. Nice deep carry clip there. I wouldn't mind seeing this a little bit smaller, something similar to what's on the Banish here, what's on the Vosteed here. It works and it's fine, but I wouldn't mind if it was just a little bit smaller, even something like the Mylea here. It just would have kind of trimmed the look of this knife up. Now, with that all being said, it feels good in hand. I mean, you can feel this part a little bit in the hand, but it's not bothersome or anything. I mean, this isn't something you're going to be using for a long duration all the time, right? This is going to be just get it out, make your cut or two, and put it back in the pocket. And for that case and those types of cases, being with this blade shape in this steel with the lock mechanism, this is probably my favorite true fifth pocket knife, or what I consider a true fifth pocket knife. You know, this is about as large as I would consider a fifth pocket knife compared to the mini Raccoon here. They are almost identical. The mini Raccoon is actually just a little bit bigger. So technically, I guess the mini Raccoon would be about as large as I would go for a fifth pocket knife. But they are all going to pass that fifth pocket test. We've done these before where people are like, I don't know how big your fifth pockets are, but da-da-da-da-da. Well, I don't know what kind of girly ass jeans you're wearing, but hell, I can put a full-size knife in a lot of my fifth pockets in a lot of my pants. But I also get the point of a true fifth pocket knife as well. Now, if I could just bump it up slightly, and I mean slightly, this would probably be my go-to fifth pocket knife right here. This is the NAFS Lander. This is a Ben Peterson design as well. Now, this one in particular is a Urban EDC Supply exclusive, coming in M390 with the Sagaha G10. And then this has the all black liners and hardware, which I did. Now, in comparison, it's not a whole lot bigger than, say, the Little Main Street or the Vosteed Mini Raccoon. It's a little tiny bit bigger, but not a whole hell of a lot bigger. Easily would still fit in a fifth pocket, and that's about the ideal size for me personally for a fifth pocket knife, the Lander here. Now, if we bumped into this size range, or relatively close to this size range, I could bring out a whole nother gambit of knives, which we can do in a separate video. But you guys will have to let me know, what are some of your favorite true fifth pocket knives, and what do you consider to be as large as possible when it comes to a fifth pocket knife? Is the Lander here and this size good to go, or would you consider that too large, and like the mini Raccoon or the Little Main Street here would be as large as you would go? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. So let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you either way. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. It really helps push the videos out there so more people have a chance to check them out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell. We release videos just like this one every single day, and I'd love to have you here. I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.